All right, let's go leopard spotting for a second, shall we? It's difficult to spot a shy and stealthy leopard. It's tough enough to do in the bush, I can assure you. Now, however, there's a much easier way. The mighty leopard is going to feature on the SA Mint's new coin range. It's been a couple of years since the first series came out. It's now the second series of the Big Five collectible range of coins, featuring, of course, the beautiful elusive big cat. It's going to be available in a number of different metals. Let's get some details on its design and why it's such an important coin to have. Honey Mamabolo, MD of the SA Mint, and telling me off air, you didn't even bring me one. It's just mean. I would love to have seen it. Congratulations. Thanks for coming in. How long has it been since, I think we call it Series 1. I remember doing this discussion, I want to say 2018, 2019? 2019.
Yes.
So tell me about this new range.
Yes. Well, good morning, Gareth, and thank you for having me. Good morning to your viewers. The Big Five series, as a series, celebrates, I would say, sub-Saharan Africa's Big Five. And as South Africa, we're well known for that. So it's really capturing South Africa's heritage in a coin. And we've run, as you've said, the Series 1, which started in 2019. So we usually start with elephant, and we follow with lion, then rhino. Usually leopard is the fourth, and then we end up with buffalo. So the series, we completed Series 1, which was award-winning, and we're now on Series 2, which is the leopard.
Many people could be asking, as we're taking a look at some of the coins there as well, why put out another series? What's the importance behind that? What's the significance?
Yes, so coin collecting is a very unique art. And in numismatic, which is the term for coin collecting, is collectors are always looking for something different in the same coin. The Big Five series, the first series, was extremely successful because we sell both locally and in the export market. And we now created a new design because it's really about the rarity, the uniqueness of the design. So we've changed how the animals are in the obverse, which is the front face of the coin. But more than anything, the pictures that you've seen is we have two half faces of an animal. So if you collect more than one, it gives you a binocular effect, as if you are seeing two animals through binoculars.
All right, I see how that would work as well.
Yeah.
When are these coming out? And I don't mean to ask what could be seen as a very stupid question, but I'm going to ask it anyway because I don't know.
Yes.
Is this only for collectors, or is this going into wider circulation?
It's not so maybe it's a good opportunity that you're raising that, in that the Mint produces three types of products. And I think it's important, while you may think it's stupid, it's actually an important question.
Oh, good.
So we make circulation coins, and like the 5 rand, the 1 rand, which we use as change. And we also make the Kruger rand, which is an investor, what they call a bullion coin for investments. And then we make these collector coins, high value, high craftsmanship, highly polished surface. And it's usually then for people, similar to people who would collect art. Right? We've just come from the Germany World Money Fair, and there were probably more than 1,000 collectors.
How big is the market here for collectors? I mean, I imagine internationally, because obviously there's a huge interest in our wildlife from an international front as well, and local, but international front. I imagine there would be quite a few collectors there. What's the local market like?
You know, remember, the coin collecting is a long-standing art. Usually it was old people who used to collect for years. So usually people would collect stamps, would collect art, maybe collect a series of cars or models, would then collect these coins. But over time, the market in South Africa, while we don't, because remember, we sell to dealers, we sell also, we've got a shop called Coin World. The market in South Africa is not as big as the international market. And part of the drive at the Mint is to actually to make sure that coin collecting and marketing of coins is reachable. That's why we make the silver product, because from a price point, it allows people to collect. People buy for children. I met an old couple once, 88 years old, buying for their grandson, who was 1 year old.
Going to become a family heirloom
Yes.
down the road as well. I'm so glad you mentioned, for example, silver. So what are the metals being used in this? Just give me some of the nerd background here, because those who are doing the collecting, the metals used are going to change the value, of course.
Yes. So we use silver, we use gold and platinum. And as you know, the two are precious metals. And the coin value is based intrinsically on the price of the metal, and then obviously based on beneficiation and the craftsmanship, the mintages, which is the number of coins that are out. Then there's a price point which then has a margin on it.
So if I understood correctly, and correct me if I did get it wrong, Honey, so right now we're into Series 2. Series 1, you gave us the order of the animals on the coins. So is the leopard the first coin for Series 2?
No.
Okay. So how many are out at the moment?
So we've had elephant, we've had lion, and we now have, we've had rhino, we have leopard.
And we've got leopard now.
Yes.
And what's
and
the
the last one would be buffalo.
And what's the timeline for leopard to come out, or are they available? People can start looking out for this.
Yes. We finalized production, and that's why, as part of the launch, we're doing this market reach, so that even those people that never collected coins, the point of this engagement is to have more people and more collectors, and not only be limited to traditional collectors of coins.
And just for anyone who doesn't quite know how to go about getting a coin like this, I don't imagine I can drive up to the gates of the SA Mint and come knock on the door. Can I?
Yes.
I didn't know you could do that.
So at the Mint, we've got a retail store called Coin World. And you can't drive, but obviously the Mint is a national key point. So you place an order online through our website, www.samint.co.za, and you are being expected already at the gate that you are coming to purchase a coin. But we have walk-ins, like the couple I spoke to. I was walking into work, they were walking into the shop.
I must be honest, I've never been to the Mint. I had no idea you actually had a store there that you could go to. I assumed it went from there and was distributed out to suppliers.
Yes.
That's actually fascinating to know. And then last question, and you knew I was going to ask this. What is a R5 leopard coin going to cost me in, I'm going to say gold. Can you tell me? Any idea?
If you look at the ruling price of gold, I think it's what, an ounce? Because we sell an ounce, we sell a quarter ounce. And maybe before I tell you the price point. So an ounce of gold is what, anything between 1,007 USD, convert with whatever the rand exchange rate is. But then a quarter,
or something at the moment.
But a quarter allows you to access the same gold value at a lower price, because it's a quarter of an ounce versus an ounce. So it retails at anything above. Yeah, so the starting price, let's take a silver. So silver coins start anything from 1,000 rand, right? And then what we have is also the gold, which I said the intrinsic is the gold price, and maybe anything between 40 and 50,000 rand for a gold coin. And if we also have a Big 5 coin, which is a proof with a Kruger rand, right? So obviously the value goes even higher. It can go as high as 100,000.
So when they say these kind of coins are actual investments, they mean this. But when we discuss markets and currencies, when we start seeing the rand tanking against the major currencies, where do people go? They go to gold.
But they go to gold bullion.
Correct, yes.
Which is the investment coins.
Yeah.
Collectors hold long. It's not as liquid as a bullion coin. Bullion gold coin is a pure investment a coin.
This is fascinating. I could talk about this all day, but I do need to say goodbye to you. So I appreciate you coming in,
Gavin.
even though you didn't bring me a gold bullion R5 coin. It is okay. Series 3, we're going to talk though before you arrive. I want to actually come take a look. I've never been to the SA Mint. I didn't know they had a store there. You're learning along with me on the show. Honey, thank you very much
for
coming in. All the best
and
with Series 2.
Viewers.
You will be able to spot a leopard. Can you believe it? Much easier. Just open your wallet, or if you're very lucky, go off to the SA Mint and go take a look at their retail store, and you might be able to walk away with one of the new limited coins. My thanks to Honey Mamabolo, Managing Director of the South African Mint, coming in to talk about Series 2 of our limited collection coins.